In Pak Army Chief Bajwa's latest Kashmir bogey says, "We stand with all Kashmiris." Bajwa said, "I want to salute the brothers and sisters of Kashmir who are giving their lives for freedom." A provocative statement there coming in from Pak Army Chief Bajwa, who has said that he wants to thank and salute the brothers and sisters of Jammu and Kashmir who are giving their lives for freedom. Bajwa, of course, is referring to the separatist call for a separate state of Jammu and Kashmir. We have our Foreign Affairs Editor Geeta Mohan, who's with us live from our newsroom. Geeta, this statement is obviously not likely to go down well with the Indian government.
Well, that's right. There are two things that are happening parallelly when it comes to Pakistan. One is the fact that there is a reiteration of the stance by the Pakistani establishment, none other than the Pakistani army chief himself, and a threat to what Pakistan is capable of in terms of what they can do in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. On the other hand, we are looking at Sidhu again holding a press conference talking about the Kartarpur border opening up for the pilgrims. But what we are given to understand is that this is a proposal that was made by Pakistan, and a reiteration of that proposal that they could look at opening the Kartarpur border without visas. But that requires India's approval. That requires an understanding between India and Pakistan, and we'll have to wait and see whether if the Indian establishment will agree to the kind of proposals that Pakistan is coming out with, and whether if there's going to be any forward movement on any such proposal without Pakistan stopping the kind of cross-border infiltration and terror that we see coming or emanating from Pakistan. Because India has made it very clear there can be no forward movement on any front unless and until the terror factories in Pakistan are contained.
Right, and Geeta, we've heard Pakistan's new Prime Minister Imran Khan speaking of a renewed process of dialogue with India. He's spoken of a Naya Pakistan. It'll be interesting to watch whether there'll actually be a reaction from Imran Khan to this statement coming in from the army chief, considering that a lot of people, including the media in Pakistan, have called Imran Khan's government a puppet of the army.
Well, there is one thing that is very clear in this administration that has taken over in Pakistan, that they are in tandem with the establishment, that they work with the establishment, that they are on the same page. Secretary Pompeo was in Islamabad and then gave an assessment to the Indian establishment as well. And sources tell us the assessment is that they're waiting to watch what the government is going to do. For now, they will have to be given a chance. But the fact that each government or each country that is looking at or has engaged Pakistan says that at least we see the two sides, the two quarters, the two wings of which one is more important than the other, are on the same page, which means that any statement that comes from the army chief is something that certainly the civilian dispensation this time around in Pakistan is not going to go against.
Absolutely, Geeta, stay on with us. The big story we're tracking this afternoon, Pak Army Chief Bajwa saying that he wants to salute the brothers and sisters in Jammu and Kashmir who are fighting for freedom. Geeta, you know, of late there's also been a crackdown by central investigating agencies in the Kashmir Valley, where they've sort of tried to nab people who are getting hawala money from Pakistan to actually fund terror in the valley. This actually seems to be a kind of endorsement coming in from the army chief.
Well, what the Pakistanis have always said, and they have a different version to the entire terrorism that India faces, that India faces in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, in the valley in Kashmir. And while they continue to maintain that certain quarters of freedom fighters and explain or endorse the kind of things that are happening in the valley, that is the reason why there is going to be, and there cannot be, a forward movement on India-Pakistan unless and until there's a realization that what India is suffering at the hands of terrorism and terror networks who come in from across the border, unless and until there's a realization that that needs to be contained, there can be no forward movement. So you see that in terms of how they view the entire matter itself is very, very diametrically opposite each other's points of view, and there is no coming together of minds or people people coming to the talking table unless and until there is certain forward movement and intent to contain those terror factories. One important point that was made during the 2+2 dialogue yesterday was this, that India also impressed upon the United States of America that as much as the naming and shaming of Pak terror groups have taken place, there has to be a need to continue maintaining pressure by the US on Pakistan.
Absolutely. Geeta, stay on with us. Let's also get a reaction from Praful Bakshi, defense expert, who's with us on the phone line. Praful Bakshi, your first reaction?
Well, to tell you the truth, we have been talking on this issue. Perhaps on your channel also we have said that Pakistan has got, the equation of Pakistan and India is that Pakistan army has got one government and India has got the other way around. Means Pakistan army is calling the shots. So what statement General Bajwa has made, I assure you, most of the Pakistani citizens would not make this statement. But Pakistan army has to survive. And so the General Bajwa has to show a belligerent image totally so that it justifies their existence in Pakistan. India's government policy has to be to get the Pakistan army online. And that is why we must tell our Indian army to go all out and neutralize Pakistan army. I'm not saying attack Pakistan area, but in POK, we have to set them right. We have to change our policy into proactive. Now we should not say that we will not attack first and we will wait for their attack, then we'll retaliate. We have to now continuously carry out and clarify our policy open. We are not doing it, and General Bajwa then will come to the table and then he will realize what he has said. At the moment he thinks that he has said the right thing and Pakistan people and government are on his side. I assure you, Pakistan government is not on his side, but they're too scared to admit it. And that is why General Bajwa is taking such a chance. Any chance with India? It is our policy which is weak. We will suffer.
All right, Major General Praful Bakshi, stay on with us. We managed to get a video clip of Bajwa actually making that statement. Let's play that live for you.
हम अपने इन शहीद अजीम शहीदों की कुर्बानियों को कोई दुनियावी बदल तो नहीं दे सकते, मगर मैं आपको यकीन दिलाता हूं कि इनका खून रायगा नहीं जाएगा और हम पाकिस्तान को अमन का गहवारा बना के दम लेंगे। और मजीद बरां लहू जो सरहद पे बह चुका है, लहू जो सरहद पे बह रहा है, हम इस लहू का हिसाब लेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
Let's get a word from Major General Raj Khadyan, who's with us on the phone line. Major General, a major provocation from Pak Army Chief Bajwa there, referring to the crackdown on terror in Kashmir, saying that Pakistan is sure that it wants to make Kashmir a part of Pakistan, capture the whole territory.
There is nothing new in what Pakistani Army Chief General Bajwa has said. They are observing 6th September every year as the Defence Day. So that is the day India retaliated in 1965 by attacking in Punjab. It was they who had attacked first, having failed in their Operation Gibraltar, where they were hoping that the Kashmiris will be incited to rise against India. When that failed, they launched Operation Grand Slam. They attacked Chamjoria on 1st September. India only retaliated. And counter-attack is not an attack, it is counted as a defensive strategy. So if Pakistan wants peace, which General Bajwa has also mentioned, then let them demonstrate that intention by their actions on the ground and not only by word of mouth. Secondly, in Pakistan, whether it is Imran or Nawaz Sharif, the army continues to call the shots. The problem between India and Pakistan is not really Kashmir. Kashmir is only an excuse, it is a pretext. Problem is Pakistan's army. If you take the size of Pakistan, less than 1/4 of our size, population is less than 1/6 of us. Their army is only half of us. To maintain such a huge white elephant in Pakistan, he has to tell something to their people. Pakistani army is not very well known. It's running as many as 50 commercial ventures. They are into big money. They are not going to let go that hold. For 33 years, they ruled openly through dictatorship. And rest of the time, they have been playing puppeteer. This is what they are doing in Imran Khan's time.
I mean, even if you go by Sidhu's statement when General Bajwa whispers to him that we will open the Kartarpur Sahib Gurdwara corridor, that's a policy statement, it is democracy, it should have come from Imran Khan. When army chief makes it, that clearly proves that army is calling the shots there. There's no change.
All right, Major General Rajkadyan, stay on with us. We also have Lieutenant General retired Shankar Prasad, who's with us on the phone line. Lieutenant General Prasad, your first reaction, do you think that the army chief's response could have been slightly more measured, or do you think this is in line with the kind of policy that the Pak army has been putting into place for the last several years?
Is that question addressed to me, General Shankar Prasad?
Yes.
Well, I generally endorse what General Qadian just said, but I have yet another perspective to the whole issue. These statements, while it is meant for whatever constituency he may have, essentially these are meant for Mr. Imran Khan, the Prime Minister of Pakistan. He's trying to tell him that while you can go on talking to the United States and try and make... Hello, can you hear me? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Lieutenant General Prasad, we can.
Yes, so what I'm saying is this, that this is actually a comment which is meant more mainly for the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, and to tell him that he can go on talking to Americans as well as to Indians and try and make friends, but the reality is what he wants to say, and what he's saying is this, that terrorism is a weapon which Pakistan needs to use and will continue to use. Therefore, while Imran Khan can do whatever he wants to do, the foreign policy will be decided by the army chief and the military.
Absolutely. Lieutenant General Shankar Prasad, you're making a very interesting point. Let's get in our Foreign Affairs Editor Geeta Mohan into the discussion here. Geeta, that's a very interesting point that's being made by Lieutenant General Shankar Prasad. He's saying that the army chief is making this statement for the benefit of Prime Minister Imran Khan, making it clear that he can hold discussions with the US, he can ask for a dialogue with India, but it will be the army which will be deciding Pakistan's foreign policy.
Well, that's right. I completely agree with General Prasad. But just to clear one point out, and the fact is that the civilian dispensation knows very well, Imran Khan's government knows very well that it's General Bajwa and the Pakistani army and establishment that controls Pakistan's foreign policy, particularly Pakistan's India policy and the US policy. So there is going to be no change in terms of how this government is going to look at Kashmir, or for that matter, India. There are a few things over here that are going to happen in the coming weeks. One is Qureshi is going to represent Pakistan at the UNGA. There is going to be a very tough positioning that the Pakistani civilian dispensation will do on that international fora when they make that pitch for Kashmir. Remember, Imran Khan in his address to the nation did not mention Kashmir. He stuck to his domestic policies, but now with the government now exposing itself to international platforms and other governments, the bilateral that took place between Pakistan and the United States of America, they also met with the Australians. It is very clear that now they'll start emerging and trying to take forward the Pakistani establishment stand on India and particularly on Kashmir. So all this is a message as to where they're headed, and that there has been no dilution on the issue of Kashmir when it comes to the establishment, or for that matter the civilian dispensation.
Right, Geeta, stay on with us. Let's once again listen in to that statement made by Pak Army Chief General Bajwa.
हम अपने इन अजीम शहीदों की कुर्बानियों का कोई दुनियावी बदल तो नहीं दे सकते, मगर मैं आपको यकीन दिलाता हूं कि इनका खून रायगा नहीं जाएगा, और हम पाकिस्तान को अमन का गहवारा बना के दम लेंगे। और मजीद बरां लहू जो सरहद पे बह चुका है, लहू जो सरहद पे बह रहा है, हम इस लहू का हिसाब लेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
Executive Editor Gaurav Sawant, who's with us on the phone line. Gaurav, General Bajwa, they're making a very provocative statement, also saying that those people who are being recognized as terrorists by India are actually heroes for Pakistan.
You know, and this is exactly why Pakistan is being treated as an international, by the international community as the epicenter of terror. Just yesterday, you had this 2+2 dialogue in India, where both India and the United States said that Pakistan needs to take action against the perpetrators of not just Mumbai, but also Uri terror attacks, Pathankot terror attacks, take action against the D Company that's in Pakistan, and names Lashkar-e-Taiba and several other terrorist organizations, including the Haqqani network, Jaish-e-Mohammed, that operates out of Pakistan. And this is the reason why Pakistan is on the Financial Action Task Force grey list, why Pakistan doesn't have money. It's down to its last $10.5 billion, which will run out in another 90 days. But Pakistan wants to brazen it out. It's an amazing strategy being adopted by Pakistan. They want to brazen it out, saying that the world will have to accept us with our terror in case the world wants Afghanistan to stabilize, and Afghanistan can only stabilize through Pakistan's proxies. So it's a very desperate gamble by Pakistan. Will it succeed or backfire will be very clear in the next several weeks and months.
All right, Gaurav, thanks so much for that. Thank you, Praful Bakshi, Major General Raj Khadian and Lieutenant General Shankar Prasad for speaking to India today. We'll continue tracking this big story, a major provocation coming in from Pak Army Chief General Bajwa. Do stay with us for more.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.